everybody, welcome to another Learn How to Massage DVD. In this DVD, we are going to teach you how to do a basic full body massage. Not all of us want to be professional massage therapists, but that does not mean we cannot learn and enjoy the skill and reap the benefits of giving and receiving a massage. In this DVD, we are going to go straight into teaching you how to do a basic full body massage. But if you want to learn more about how to set the mood, what music to play, where to massage someone, and some professional massage tips, then go back to the menu and click on Other Stuff, where we will talk more about these things in detail.
Welcome. In this full body massage, we're going to start at the top of the chest, move all the way down to the legs, turn your client over, and then move back up to finish with the back massage. Make sure your client is on their back, face up, and then we're going to start by adding some oil to our hands, rubbing it on our hands to warm it up a little bit, and then start with a nice effleuraging movement over the top of the chest and the back of the neck. Now the first movement is pretty straightforward. You start with flat hands on the middle of the top of the chest, move to the sides, around the shoulders, underneath the neck, and then you move back towards the upper part of the chest. Now effleuraging movements is there for two reasons. It's to spread the oil over the area that's going to be massaged, and also to make the person you are massaging accustomed to your touch. The second movement is knuckling. Light to medium pressure, you use the front part of your knuckles to move over the same area as you've just effleuraged with your flat hands. Move all the way back underneath the neck, continue to work with your knuckles, and then come back up to the chest. Make sure you don't press too hard, as the top of the chest can be a very sensitive area. The next is finger vibrating. Still very light pressure, just use the tips of your fingers and just vibrate out towards the shoulders. Then move your hands towards the upper side of the neck and come back and repeat. Next, we're going to do a little bit of kneading behind the neck. This is very relaxing. Once again, just use the front part of your fingers, start on the trapezius muscle and work your way up towards the upper part of the neck. Make small circular movements from the bottom of the neck up towards the top. Next, we're going to use the index finger and the thumb to do a little bit more kneading. Here we're going to get more into the trapezius muscle, squeeze it slightly and move once again from the bottom of the trapezius muscle up towards the top part of the neck. Now we're going to turn the neck to the one side. We're going to use the palm of the hand to push the trapezius muscle out towards the shoulder. You are mainly using the palm of your hand here with slight to heavy pressure, and you're just tracking the trapezius muscle, which is your shoulder muscle, attaching at the top of your neck all the way to the side of your shoulders. This is the one that gets really tense when you get stressed up, have a lot of work to do. So this is very relaxing and very necessary to make this massage effective. Now we turn the neck so we can work on the other side, and we do the same. Start at the very top of the neck, use the palm of your hand and pressure all the way down to the shoulder. Now we're going to turn the neck again to the other side, and this time we're going to use our knuckles again, but we're going to start at the shoulder and work our way up to the top of the neck. Use the middle part of your fingers, of your knuckles so to speak, and use fairly heavy pressure to track the trapezius muscle again all the way to the top of the neck. Make sure that you ease down on the pressure the higher you go up the neck, as the neck area can be very sensitive. And now repeat this on the other side. The next movement, we're going to lift the neck. Start by effleuraging as you did in the very beginning, your fingers in the middle of the chest, around the shoulders, and then touch the fingers underneath the neck and pull slightly up towards, as if you want to lift the person's head off the table. Don't pull too hard, as you don't really want to lift the head off the table. You just want a nice pressure around the neck as you lift it up. This is a very relaxing move. Don't do it too heavy, but have a nice pressure onto the back of the neck as you lift it up. And that concludes the first part of the full body massage. Welcome. In this section we're going to look at the arm massage. Once you've added oil to your hands again, you can start by effleuraging the person's arm from top to bottom to spread the oil to the area that you'll be massaging right now. Once again, very light pressure. You start at the top, move your hand all the way to the top of the shoulder, around the shoulder, underneath the shoulder, and then the back of the arm. We want to make sure we get oil on all the areas of the arm that we'll be massaging right now. Next, we're going to start kneading the bicep or the front of the arm. Making a V with your index finger and your thumb, you use light pressure just to squeeze the bicep muscle from the bottom all the way to the top of the shoulder. Now we're going to do the same thing, but on the back of the muscle, or the tricep muscle as it's called. Start at the bottom, nice pressure, take a nice grip of the muscle, and then move from the bottom to the top. Almost like you're trying to squeeze something out of the muscle. Next, we're going to do a movement called coining. You use just the fingertips. Start by having them together, and then as you pressure down, almost like an octopus, moving its tentacles over the arm. Pressure is slight to medium, don't push too hard. Repeat this on the tricep. The next movement is called ringing. You basically try and grip your index finger and your thumb all around the arm, and then from side to side with both arms you ring the arm. Make sure and be very careful not to pinch the arm when doing this. You use light to medium pressure from the bottom of the elbow to the top of the shoulder. Then we're going to move on to the lower arm. We're going to start by effleuraging it again, just to make sure there's enough oil and to warm it up a little. We are going to then knead with the index finger and the thumb again, similar to what we did in the upper arm, on the forearm and on the other side of the forearm. You can change hand to do this, or you can use the same hand. Make sure you always keep a nice grip, but not too heavy, around the person's wrist to make sure you've got control and the hand doesn't slip when you do these movements, to make sure they are as effective as possible. Next we're going to do thumb zigzags on the forearm. Very simple, you just use the thumbs to go from side to side, use both hands, medium to light pressure, and you just start at the wrist all the way to the top. Make sure you don't use too much pressure, as this area can be very sensitive and we don't want to hurt the person. Once again, make sure you don't pinch the skin as the thumbs move past each other. Now we're going to do coining again, as we did in the upper arm. With your fingertips, squeeze it down and then move your fingers outwards to cover the whole area. Make sure you move up and down the arm and don't just stay on one area doing this. Next we're just going to make small circles and movements with our thumbs from the wrist up to the middle of the arm. Make sure you use very light pressure to do this, as this can be a very sensitive area. Next we're going to do another ringing movement, but this time we're going to use it in a draining motion. So grip the forearm at the top of the elbow and then drain it all the way to the wrist. Just do this a couple times. Now we're going to work on the hand. This is very relaxing and very soothing. Start by gripping the hand with your pinky at the thumb area and at your client's pinky, and massage the palm of the hand with your thumbs. Then we're going to turn over the hand and make little circular movements with your thumb on the top of the hand. Make sure you don't put too much pressure here, as it's a very sensitive area once again. You are then going to put your hand into the other person's as if you want to do a handshake. And then you squeeze your hand and your thumb together to massage the area between the thumb and the index finger. We're going to then move on to each finger. Basically what you do is you do circular movements around the finger with your whole hand, and then at the end just give it a slight pull. Not too heavy, as we don't want to make the finger click, we just want to have a nice relaxing stretching effect. Do this on all the fingers from the thumb to the pinky. And that concludes the arm massage.